Do not attempt to adjust your screen. Forbes DVD Live is taking over.
The drugs, it was because when I read up on it, there was a lot of mood swings, attitudes, a lot of verbal and mental and manipulation. But, in front of the world, it was a lot of smiles. And, he treated me with a lot of respect. But now I'm like, how do you, and I used to say that, actually, as we got more into him being more famous, I used to say to him, how do you get on that stage and you praise God the way you do, and then you do the things that you do behind, closed doors, and you used to be like, don't worry about it, whatever, you don't know what you're talking about. So now I do look, but you know what though, I don't want to judge. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody with their belief in God and how they believe.
Yeah, exactly. Because mine's and his, he read the Bible back and forth, but he manipulates it. Me and him don't see the same things. Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? So
y'all have 4 children together.
Yeah, we have 4 kids.
But we only seen one child.
Yeah, the oldest. Yeah.
When you did the how do you
Iyanla, which I always messed up, so I feel bad.
When you did the show, were you there?
Yes, I was there earlier that day.
Okay.
When I did my segment, and when I watched my son do his with her alone. But when he said that X was coming, which was in a couple of hours, I wanted to leave because after couples therapy, it woke me the hell up.
Okay.
Where I was just like, I don't want to be around him anymore. So yeah, it wasn't.
When you seen the taping and you seen the end result of it, what did you think, and what did you think about that?
I have to say, it was very hurtful because I just knew that my son was going to do it. Because I don't want to say wasted, I've taken half of my life trying to make him see himself in a mirror. And I just knew that when our son, because trust me, I had nothing to do with it. When they asked me for my son to be on the show, I said absolutely not because he's been through enough. And I ran it by him just to say, you know what they wanted? And he said, Ma, I want to confront my father. I'm like, you sure you ready for that? And he said, I'm ready. So I didn't ask him what he was going to say because I didn't want to try to, put anything in his head because he's seen everything anyway. So when I didn't see it actually until it aired, and it made me cry.
Did you want to whip some ass too? Did you
I wanted to. I was like, you know what? It was meant for me not to be there because because I've never lost my character on TV. Everybody knows I'm a real, humble person, but to see my child cry his heart out, and I know what you did, and he was trying to justify his wrong to his child, and I'm like, Earl, this is wrong. So that really took me somewhere else.
What's the difference between Earl and DMX?
You know what? Earl is who I met. Earl is a nice, genuine, humble person that just wants to be loved. That his mother never actually gave it to him the way he wanted it and needed it. DMX was created over the years once he started getting into his music, that cockiness, and then when that money and fame came, and you his song Damien. That is DMX all day, all day. And he said that. He fights between, and you know what? I don't know. The reason why I don't want to be too judgmental because I really believe that he has a calling on his life. And the good ones, I feel like if he changed, I don't know. He could change it around and really speak the word for God. I don't know, but I don't care anymore. You know what I'm saying?
So it's I guess everybody would want to know, what was the day? What was the moment that you said, that's it? I'm out of this motherfucker. I don't want to see you no more. That's it.
The day that I finally decided to do that, it wasn't because of the drugs, sadly. I mean, he would run all over me, talk any kind of way, anything in front of the kids with the drugs. I still felt like I made an oath. That was my husband. Through thick, through thin. I felt like that drug was a disease, so I wasn't going to leave him. But when he started having kids, and he didn't seem remorseful. And on top of that, I felt like, damn, you're supposed to be my husband, my protector. You're having unsafe sex, not once, but 7 times. So that showed me he really didn't care, and he took my kindness for weakness.
With your life.
Exactly. And thank God that I didn't catch anything. And I was done. I said, I'm not going to do this.
So it wasn't the drugs that drove you away. It was the
Sadly,
infidelity.
it should have been. It should have been the drugs. It should have been the verbal abuse. It should have been all those things. But it took the kids. You know, I just felt so violated that I couldn't do. I said, this is where it ends.
So you say he used to curse you out in front of your children also?
All the time.
Are they afraid of him? Do they like him? How do the children feel about him?
The 3 little ones, they used to be very afraid of him because all they can remember is him yelling through the house and cursing me. Xavier used to be afraid of him until and that's what actually, with the combination of the kids and him telling me one day that he's gonna kill his father the next time he talks to me like that.
Wow.
Is what woke me up, because I wasn't gonna do it for myself, obviously. But when I saw that hate in his eyes, I was like, it's time for me to make a decision, because I don't want my son to grow up and think that that was okay. And I did it, and I mean, it's the best thing that I've ever done.
What changes in your life? Does the money leave? Does the fame leave? Do you get the haters? What changes?
You know what? Thank God, because I was always worried about the haters, because I always felt like X showed the world the side that only he wanted them to see.
Well, we love him though.
Love him still.
Yeah, we love what he gave us. You know what I'm saying? To this day, Slippin' is my favorite record, and I'm gonna ask you about that record. But tell the people what changed when you finally decided to make that move.
You know what? My peace. I mean, when I tell you I was so tormented, spiritually and mentally, but I didn't know that until he wasn't around anymore. So I started being able, I'm gonna be honest, I started being able to go to the bathroom. Like, it was so crazy. Like, I didn't realize how much his energy, and you know, to be honest with you, because me and him have so much history, sometimes it took me a long time to be able to feel comfortable to talk about it, because I just want people to know that he's not DMX to me. He's never been DMX to me.
He's never this rapper.
He's never been. Yeah. He's just been Earl Simmons to me. This is the only person I've ever known. I was happy when I saw this DMX come alive, and he made a lot of money, but I always held on to Earl Simmons. So it's like, when the world listens to me speak, Tashera Simmons, I know y'all love DMX. I know y'all love his music. I do too. I still listen to it to work out. Sometimes his prayers motivate me. He's actually my biggest inspiration, because I learned from him that never give up on your dream. But at the same time, I had to love me first. I realized I loved him more than myself, more than my kids, you know? And I had to make a choice. Is it going to be you, Tashera, and your children? Or is it going to be let him go and figure out his own demons? You know what I'm saying? And because I couldn't do anything anymore. I was about to lose my mind.
Well, I always wanted to know, how is he in the crib? Is he eating dinner like, yo, is he always turned up, or is he ever calmed down?
He's always turned up. and this is the thing, like, when people come up to me now and be like, damn, you know, X really needs you. I'm like, listen, what y'all don't realize is, when y'all get DMX for an hour, 50 minutes, whatever, his energy, he's got a lot of energy. It's fun. But can you imagine someone living with that?
25 years.
25 years, he's never, as soon as he wakes up, he's turned up. Yo, I'm gonna work out. Yo, sure, let me get some cereal. He's always, like, what you see is what you get. Like, I'm like, Earl, calm down. Like, I need to, like, it's like this all the time. So it's like, you know, it's different. Like, and that's why I'm hoping that we could be friends, you know, one day, because he's a good person, but I have to take a stand for myself.
So there's no chance of y'all ever getting back together?
No, you know why? Because, to be honest with you, he was all I ever knew. Mm-hmm. You know, for 25 years, I didn't cheat on him. I stayed loyal. Even after 4 or 5 years after we broke up, I didn't sleep with anybody. I was trying, you know, because I need to get my mind right. But I started dating, you know, and I'm not in anything serious now, but I dated, and just to be with a normal dude, I like, you know, to ask me, what do you want? What do you need? Can I get you something? Sad to say, X never did that.
Wow.
And I started feeling like, wow. So it's like, I can't see myself going back to that. Like I said, I want to be friends for our children. We're not even friends right now.
When you see him and you get glimpses of him on the TV, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
I'm telling you, to be honest, when I see glimpses and stuff on TV, it hurts me to my core, because I see that he's not getting better. I see someone that's still in denial. I mean, after couples therapy and Whitney Houston passed away, I actually went out there where he lived in South Carolina, and I wanted to take over guardianship
of his estate.
Yeah, and put him in a rehab, because I told him it would kill me if something happened to him, and he told me that he could do it on his own, and I tried for months. And they told me at the rehab, they said, if he's not ready to do it, you can put him in for 2 years. He's going to come out and he's going to do it all over again. This drug you have to be ready to do. So it hurted me. I walked away from it. And that was my actual last attempt, because we weren't even together for 7 years.
Was he ever clean?
1 year.
One year,
entire year.
Wow.
Clean, straight, because when his grandmother passed away, that was her dream, and that was like his mother. And for a whole year, he stayed clean, and then that was it. He's always back and forth. Like, he'll stay clean for a month, and he'll fall again. And there was something I wanted to tell you. I can't remember. Yeah. Damn.
All right, so that's what I want to do. I want to play my favorite DMX record, which is Slippin'. Like, I just love this fucking record.
My favorite.
I want to take you through some of the music and just where was you at in your life? What was going on at this time in your life when this came out? Because we're just like, we love the music, but where was you at in life? So let's get into this DMX record, Slippin', and we'll be right back.